Hey, welcome to the second course video for the song No Chances from 21 Pilots and their album Scaled and Icy. I'm musically malnourished, and you're on my journey to go deep and wide in discovering new music and artists. In these videos, we do a deep dive into the lyrics and meaning behind the music. Obvious shift here in the album, these final two songs. Maybe it's the breaking down of the propaganda, if you're following the lore that is Scaled and Icy. But really interesting song, so let's get in, see what it's all about. No Chances is thought to be one of the songs on Scaled and Icy that connects to 21 Pilots' previous LP, Trench, a concept album set in a fictional city called Dima. No Chances is likely a sequel to the three-part music video trilogy from Trench, where Tyler tries to escape the city, a metaphor for mental illness and therefore escape from the darkest thoughts in his head. Whereas Trench tells the story of Tyler and the other banditos, here we see the response of the 9 bishops who rule over Dima to those trying to escape. No Chances sound contrasts the bishop's duplicitous intentions, heard as a chant on the bridge, with a softer, more melodic chorus to trick those considering leaving into believing the bishop's motives are more pure. After all, SAI is propaganda. Tyler shared with Apple Music that the chants were heavily inspired by crowds at stadiums, and he recruited his brother along with a few of his friends to sing them on the track. Tyler said, "I recruited my brother and a few of his friends to come over and record gang vocals. You have this microphone in the middle of the room, and I have everyone in headphones, and I'm kind of directing them in what to say and what to yell. That was the first time I'd ever really produced a room full of people. I was thinking of athletics and college sports specifically, where there's overwhelmingly this hometown crowd, and how intimidating that can be and powerful that is in the face of opposition. I definitely was writing from that. I felt the energy of a gymnasium, of a stadium. I was wanting to capture that. Very cool." All right, let's get into the lyrics. "We come for you, no chances." The refrain is sung by a chorus of deep male voices, those recorded of Tyler's brothers and a few friends. So we just read that. In the 21 Pilots live stream that accompanied the release of Scaled and Icy, these lines were mouthed by the 9 bishops of Dima, who were a main subject of the 2018 album Trench. Very cool. One of these bishops was depicted coming for Tyler in the jumpsuit music video. The lines point to the fact that no matter how much Tyler runs, he can't escape the bishops who represent his internal struggles. "In my house, shoes in a foot race. In this house, we got feng shui. Get the door to blow you away. Flamethrower, you a switchblade. Feet planted on grip tape. With my shoulders squared and my back straight. Got a good base and a loose tongue, notorious in the octagon now." Okay, so it sounds like this idea of growing, developing, being able to fight. "In my house, shoes in a foot race." It sounds like, especially when he's talking about get the door, it sounds like if you're talking about shoes in a foot race, like running to the door. "In this house, we got feng shui, like things in order." In Chinese, feng means wind and shui means water. Feng shui is the practice of arranging items in a house or living area to create a balance with the natural world. The bagua is the feng shui energy map. There are 8 areas connected to certain aspects of life, including wealth, fame, partnership, family, helpful people, children, knowledge, fame, it mentioned fame twice, career, and partnership. Each of these areas are associated with colors, shapes, seasons, and elements. It's kind of neat how it's laid out. The colors of the album cover, teal, pink, and white, are associated with family, partnerships, and children. It's interesting, like I was saying, how it's laid out kind of like blurry face. But in the house, we have feng shui, the idea that maybe there's some things in order. And so this idea, like, we're coming for you, no chances. Like, I'm moving around in this house to get to the door, but like, don't invade here because we've got some things in order. Flamethrower, you a switchblade. It's so interesting because I'm trying to figure out, is he talking about himself? Like, oh, maybe he's saying he's a flamethrower and you're just a switchblade. So like, I can attack you from, if you played any games where you play like a mage, having that distance, the ability to cast spells. And especially if you're just talking about in regular warfare, if somebody's got a switchblade, you know, kind of obviously a dangerous knife, but not the most dangerous weapon. Like, you stand no chance. I'm going to throw flames at you. You're not getting close to me. My feet are planted on grip tape. My shoulders square, my back straight, got a good base and a loose tongue, notorious in the octagon now. Tyler references martial arts fighting. He mentions the octagon, which is fighting ring of MMA. Notorious, well, I know there's Conor McGregor. His nickname, UFC's biggest star. Squared shoulders refers to the literal fighting stance. This stance is typically used in MMA competition to be able to better defend against takedowns with a technique called sprawling, as well as having equal power in both hands as opposed to jabbing with the lead, having the backhand. Good base and a loose tongue, likely referencing the Irish superstar Conor McGregor, as well, since his fighting style is based on a very loose and fluid stance. Well, he also has a very loose tongue. He was kind of the king of trash talk till his downfall. Oh, it says it right here. Which obviously with Tyler would probably be referencing, you know, his ability to write music and rap. I was thinking of athletics, college sports specifically. Okay. That's part of what we already read. But yeah, just more so sounds like they're coming for you and he's like, I'm ready. Little Kevin McAllister there. We got people on the way. We want you home in one piece now. Run away, run away. We get bodies every day. We want you home in one piece now. So, I mean, it feels pretty clear to me. So feel free to suggest otherwise in the comments. But if it's, again, them saying like, we're coming for you, we've got people on the way. Ultimately, they want to take him back in one piece. Because especially if you follow along with the lore at this point, Tyler has escaped after Trash the Dragon destroyed the submarine and Tyler and Josh surfaced, then found Ned in the cave and were able to tap into, which I'm still not clear on that, into the bishops to start tearing things down. If they were coming for him, they're like, we want to return you. We want to bring you back, which is kind of a thing. Like, if we can bring you back and move you back into our way of thinking, that's kind of a manipulative thing in a lot of things when an evil person comes for you. Like, let's take it like this, okay? Darth Vader toward Luke Skywalker. Come, join me on the dark side. That was the first plea. You could be a powerful ally, which I think they recognize Clancy, especially if you have somebody who's rebelled and then changes their mind and comes back. They become a very powerful voice because it's like, hey, I've been out there. I rebelled. I went against it. But now I'm here on the inside. You should stay too. Trust me. All right. Wow. So sinister. And so they want to bring him back in one piece. Same with Darth Vader toward Luke. Join me. You'll be a powerful ally. We'll take down the Emperor. But then when Luke refuses, then the switch is flipped. Okay, well, I'll destroy you then. So that's kind of what it sounds like to me. We want you home in one piece now. You're a runaway. We get bodies every day. Like, we collect the dead every day. And again, if you're going in with Dima, the idea of those who, self-harm and suicide, it's like we're getting bodies every day because that's ultimately the end of Dima, the end of vialism. And so but we want you home in one piece. We come for you, no chances. How'd you get the location? Put together pieces, so the idea of finding him. They say they sell the information in those terms of agreement. So it's that, again, kind of speaking to the culture and the idea of data farming. We spent some weekends on the grind. Surveillance is outside. We see when you arrive. Ride or die, my son. Spent some weekends on the grind. Let's see what this says. Tyler points to the terms of agreement that are prevalent across the internet. Usually they're used on websites, subscriptions, apps. Terms of agreement are legal guidelines for using a service. Usually in the modern age, they're ignored and quickly agreed to, despite the length of the agreement. In many agreements, the company asks for permission to sell your personal information, such as your name, data given while using the app, whatever contact information you provide. These companies can sell the information to any number of places, scammers, telemarketers, other companies for targeting marketing. The 21 Pilots website listing things regarding the user's personal information. Okay, I don't think there's anything in this. In the trench lore, the bishops are telling Tyler how they managed to find out where he and the escapees have been hiding after escaping Dima. During the takeover tour, Tyler says Josh Dunn instead of my son. Okay, interesting. Sounds like so they spent some weekends out or whatever, so they were being surveilled, and they put the pieces together to find them. Yeah, and then it kind of repeats from here. Man, it was really interesting song, and I think there's some really interesting things in here. Let me know if there's anything you saw that I didn't see, or you have any more clarity on some of it. But very cool, very interesting shift, and we got one song left to go. So thanks for being with me for this one. Hope to see you in the next one, because we're eating good.